Is static electricity affecting your production? People who work with printing presses, textiles, plastic parts, packaging, sheet-fed materials, and filling operations get in a routine where they expect their processes to run smoothly. A simple drop in humidity that comes with the cold winter weather, or an increase in friction or speed can change all of that in a matter of seconds. Out of nowhere, things can come to a screeching halt due to labels not going where they're supposed to, ink jetting that isn't legible, jamming, tearing, dust attraction, or painful static electricity shocks. It's important to know what caused the problem so that you can keep it from happening again. A simple demonstration using a couple pieces of plastic can help you understand what's happening. To do this, we'll use Xair's 12-inch Super Ion ear knife connected to a Model 7901 power supply, the Model 7905 digital static meter to show the charge, and of course, the plastic. Under normal conditions, the plastic is electrically balanced or might have a slight charge on the surface. When the room air is humid and conductive, a small charge will likely go unnoticed. Xair's static meter detects voltage by simply aiming it at a surface. The meter only has to be close by to detect where the charge is being generated. 1 inch or 25 millimeters away will provide an accurate voltage measurement. We'll turn the meter on, then zero it. It's important to zero the meter to obtain an accurate voltage reading. A common practice is to aim the meter at the ceiling where there's no charge, then push the zero button. When the button is released, it will read zero or close to it depending on the dryness of the air and the charges on the surfaces close by. People can't feel a static charge until it reaches about 1500 volts. When the meter is aimed at the plastic, the charge on the surface is very low, approximately 200 to 300 volts. We'll rub the two pieces of plastic together to generate some static electricity. What you can't see is that the electrons are being stripped off of each surface, which makes the plastic electrically imbalanced. This leaves the potential for shocks, dust attraction, and numerous other problems. The higher the voltage, the greater the static problem. You'll notice that the charge changes as it's aimed at different points on the plastic sheet, a result of it being an insulator. When you press and hold the power button, it holds the voltage reading measured at the spot where it was depressed. The static meter measures a whopping 12,800 volt charge on the plastic. Xair's 12-inch Super Ion air knife will be used to neutralize the charge on the surface. The power switch on the power supply is turned on, along with the compressed air that's been set to 5 psig, or 0.3 bar. The airstream is now filled with a tremendous number of positive and negative ions. The charged plastic surface will now take as many positive or negative ions from the Super Ion air knife that it needs to become balanced. This time when the static meter is used, it shows the high voltage charge has been neutralized. An ionizer will only remove the static electricity charge from the surface that it's exposed to. It's possible that the other side of the plastic could be fully charged and may require that another ionizer be placed on that side to neutralize it. In the event the ionized surface rubs against another insulator somewhere downstream, it is possible that the surface may become charged once again. When used without the Super air knife, the ionizing bar that's attached to it is only effective when mounted within 2 inches or 51 millimeters of the surface. Here it is shown discharging packing peanuts so they will no longer cling to the surface. The same is true for this ionizing point used on a slitting operation. Many applications run at high speeds or over a large surface area that requires the ionizer to be mounted away from the charged surface. Here's an example showing a 6-inch or 152 millimeter Super Ion air knife that moves the static eliminating ions out over a distance. It keeps the labels from building up a charge as they move across the plastic rollers. The Super Ion air knife is the top pick of Xair customers. It provides superior static elimination while using very little compressed air. The noise level is hard to detect, and it's the best choice for long distances and high speeds. The Super Ion air knife is available in small lengths like this 3-inch or 76 millimeter unit used to clean syringes. Longer lengths are also available, like this 48-inch or 1219 millimeter unit that's being used to eliminate static and dust on these printed book covers. Many stock sizes are available up to 54 inches or 1372 millimeters, along with unlimited system lengths. They require only 5 psi G or 0.3 bar of compressed air and will produce coverage several feet away, which is ideal for applications like the one shown here on this sheeter. Large parts may require multiple Super Ion air knives. The arrangement shown here makes it easy to eliminate dust attraction on automotive bumpers and fascias prior to painting. X-Air Super Ion Air Wipe creates a 360-degree ring of ionized airflow that clamps around the part. It is best suited for cleaning hose, pipe, cable, extruded shapes, and anything you can think of to fit through the center. The Ion Air Cannon delivers a high concentration of ionized airflow, and it's ideal for those areas that need concentrated cleaning power. Nobody likes getting behind the wheel of their vehicle and looking at the speedometer lens only to see a bunch of dust trapped inside. Well, here, an automotive manufacturer blows away the static and the dust before attaching the clear lens to the speedometer cluster. X-Air's Ion Air Gun combines incredibly fast static decay rates with low air consumption. It's shown here blowing off dust and contaminants from plastic bottles prior to applying the label. It's commonly used to eliminate static and dust from three-dimensional parts prior to packaging. The Ion Air Jet is an effective spot cleaner that covers a precise spot. Here it's being used to clean the necks of mouthwash bottles prior to installing the tamper-proof band. The Stay Set Ion Air Jet is a variation of the Ion Air Jet. It has a flexible hose that holds it in position once it's aimed. It comes complete with a magnetic base and shutoff valve. It's shown here cleaning a glass lens prior to installing it on a gauge. All of the X-Air static eliminators are shockless to the touch and are powered with a 5,000 volt power supply. The 2-outlet power supply is ideal for most applications. There's also a power supply that has 4 outlets that's suitable for applications using up to 4 static eliminators. These power supplies are available in your choice of 115 or 230 volts. Of course, they are UL listed to US and Canadian safety standards and are CE and ROHS compliant. X-Air manufactures a complete line of static eliminators that are in stock and ready to use for your application. We also manufacture static eliminators suited to specific applications. They are intelligent compressed air products that can neutralize the static and keep your production running smoothly. If you'd like to know more about X-Air static eliminators, please contact an X-Air application engineer at 1-800-903-9247 for the US and Canada. Our worldwide number is 513-671-3322. Here you see 2 EVAC models. Both of them have the standard muffler installed and look identical, however their performance is very different. The first model 810003H is a high vacuum generator for non-porous applications. High vacuum units up to 27 inches of mercury, which is 91 kilopascals, are typically used for non-porous materials such as glass, steel sheet, and plastic. The second model, 800003H, is a low vacuum generator for porous applications. Low vacuum units will generate up to 21 inches of mercury, which is 71 kilopascals, and they're typically used for porous applications such as cardboard and delicate materials. The low-level vacuum prevents any warping, marring, dimpling, or disfiguring of the surface due to excessive vacuum. This style generates more vacuum flow to overcome porosity and leakage. For our demonstration, we're using a cardboard box that weighs 19.1 pounds, or 8.7 kilograms. A safety factor of 2 is recommended when the vacuum cup is positioned horizontally. A safety factor of 4 is recommended when the vacuum cup is positioned vertically. In this case, we're going to position it horizontally. For this application, we're using a 3.5-inch or 89mm small round vacuum cup, which has the rated capacity of 49.6 to 63.8 pounds. This is 22.5 to 28.9 kilograms. It can easily handle the weight of the 19.1 pound box. We'll test our first model, the 810003H, which is the high vacuum unit for non-porous applications. This model generates a strong 27 inches of mercury or 91 kilopascals of vacuum. As you can see, it generates enough vacuum to grab the box, however the cardboard is porous. This non-porous style EVAC doesn't pull enough air volume to hold on to the porous cardboard box. Next, we'll test our second model, the 800003H, which is the low vacuum unit for porous applications. This model generates 21 inches or 71 kilopascals of vacuum. This is considerably less than the 27 inches of mercury or 91 kilopascals of vacuum we just tested. Notice this evac grabs the box and it holds it through our lifting experiment. If you're not sure which evac is best suited for your application, please contact an Xair application engineer at 1-800-903-9247 for the US and Canada. Our worldwide number is 513-671-3322. Do you need an inexpensive way to convey parts, bulk materials, and waste? Xair's Lineback can convert an ordinary hose, tube, or pipe into a powerful conveying system. Lineback provides a fast, low-cost way to convey plastic pellets, scrap trim, textiles, bulk solids, food products, chips, paper, pills and tablets, small parts, shavings, sawdust, and granules. Simply cut the hose and slide it onto the Lineback. Turn on the compressed air and watch it convey. The Lineback can easily transport this plastic media all the way up to that 17-foot high ceiling, which is about 5.2 meters. You're sure to see the Lineback in all sorts of applications. It's commonly used for the molding of plastics, and here you can see it conveying the plastic granules up to a gravity feed hopper on an extruder. It's used to convey scrap cellophane away from a packaging machine, for transporting pills and tablets to a packaging station, and conveying reject metal caps from a fluorescent lamp making operation. The applications are limited only by your imagination. Lineback is available from stock in many sizes in your choice of aluminum, Type 303 stainless steel, Type 316 stainless steel, hardened alloy, and high temperature models like the one shown here that can resist temperatures up to 900 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 482 degrees C. Lineback is resistant to back pressure. Watch as the golf ball is propelled through this 100-foot length of hose, which is equivalent to about 30.5 meters. The compressed air pressure is set at only 30 psi-G. Xair's Lineback is available in a number of configurations and styles to suit your application. The threaded Lineback is a popular way to build a complete conveying system using the ordinary pipe and fittings available at any home center, hardware store, or plumber supply. The MPT threads of the threaded Lineback are designed to easily mate with the pipe couplers and fittings available at those stores. The performance is the same as our standard Lineback. It's been used to convey anything from electrical wire nuts to the ball bearings that are used for drawer slides. Light-duty Lineback is the ideal way to convey small volumes of materials over short distances. The air consumption has been reduced to a volume that's appropriate for moving small volumes of scrap, trim, and bulk materials through ordinary hose or tube. Do you need to convey more material in less time? Xair's heavy-duty Lineback is our most powerful conveyor. It's been engineered to convey materials over longer vertical and horizontal distances. Depending upon the material that's being conveyed, it's possible to convey twice as much or more than the standard Lineback. Its hardened alloy construction helps prevent premature wear, which is ideal for conveying abrasive materials like the steel shot that's shown here. Models are available for use with standard hose and tube, along with threaded models for use with pipe. Xair manufactures special Linebacks that are suited to specific application requirements. This flange design is used to remove acidic vapors resulting from the surface etching of silicone wafers. This special Lineback is manufactured of PVDF, which has a high chemical resistance and can be used in locations where stainless steel would normally corrode. It has QF flanges, making it easy to remove hoses for cleaning. This special funnel-shaped Lineback is used for the filling of small packets with fine powders or granulated materials such as salt or sugar. A manufacturer of IC chips uses this special line vac to remove microscopic debris during the chip making process. Line vac can also be configured with threads for pipe on one end and a smooth diameter for hose on the other. Xair manufactures a wide assortment of line vac air-operated conveyors that are in stock, ready for you to use for your application. Purchase an Xair line vac. It's an intelligent compressed air product that's built to last. If you'd like to know more about the line vac air-operated conveyors, please contact an Xair application engineer at 1-800-903-9247 for the US and Canada. Our worldwide number is 513-671-3322. Do you get tired of purchasing electrically powered vacs only to have them wear out a short time after you buy them? Xair's reversible drum vac is a liquid vacuum that offers a safe, maintenance-free way to recover coolant, slurry and chips, hydraulic oils, tramp oil, liquid spills, and wastewater. There is no motor to wear out or freeze up, no impellers to clog, and no moving parts to wear out. The reversible drum vac does what ordinary vacuums can't. It's a two-way pump. With the turn of a knob, you decide whether you want to fill the drum or empty it. There's a reversible drum vac system for use with a closed-top 110-gallon, 55-gallon, and 30-gallon drum. There's also a mini reversible drum vac system that includes a 5-gallon drum that is perfect for small amounts of liquid. The reversible drum vac system is easy to assemble. A PVC standpipe is inserted into the 2-inch hole of the drum. An adapter is then inserted into the threaded standpipe that will accept the 90-degree quick-release elbow. A 10-foot length of chemical-resistant hose that has a cuff on each end is supplied. One end slides onto the quick-release adapter. The appropriate tool for the application can be inserted into the other end. The compressed air shutoff valve is attached to the stainless steel reversible drum vac pump. The pump is then threaded into the 3/4 inch MPT inlet of the drum. A compressed air hose is then attached to the manual shutoff valve. A clean, dry source of compressed air should be used. For vacuuming liquid, the knob on top of the pump is turned to the fill position, then the compressed air is turned on. The pump works best when the tool is completely immersed in the liquid. As the pump evacuates the air from the drum, you might notice the sound of the drum top as it moves slightly. Immediately, the pump begins to draw the liquid through the hose and into the drum, and it's fast. It can fill the 55-gallon drum in 90 seconds. In the event there would be more than 55 gallons of liquid, there is a spill